What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, November 10th. And be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are. And please, go sign up at BetMGM. They are the sponsor of this video. You see it at the top. You see it on the banner to the side of me. If you sign up using the link in the description, you got to be new to BetMGM. You got to be in a legal betting state. Follow the instructions once you click the link. Make a qualified bet. You'll get up to a $1,000 risk-free bet, along with 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. You cannot find a better deal elsewhere, I promise. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10. Reggie Bullock, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Dennis Smith Jr., and Monty Morris on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today. It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm looking at Jonas Valanciunas. I don't know why I called him Jonas. Let's go with Jonas. Center eligible, 7K, projected for about 38. The goal is 45. He's in the optimal lineup 23% of the time. Not expecting to see Larry Nance today, which means Joval is more likely to close this game, at which point I think he plays a couple extra minutes. I got him in for 29, 1.3 fantasy points per minute, 23% usage, 16 points, 12.5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a stock and a half. It is a pace down spot against Portland. That's not going to slow me down. They're 6.5 point favorites. Joval is not priced for the role that he has had. I think he's a little underpriced given the fact that Nance isn't around. This is the kind of day that I want to get to Joval. Next up at number 4 is Kelly Oubre, shooting guard, small forward eligibility, which means you can also put him at guard, forward, and utility. That's 5 of the 8 positions. 6,400 for Oubre, projected for 31. The goal is 42. He's in the optimal lineup 23% of the time. 30 minutes here for Oubre. Sees a big-time usage bump with no LaMelo Ball and no Gordon Hayward on the floor. He's a fantasy point per minute guy, 28% usage. 19 points, 5 rebounds, and then sort of one of everything, an assist, and probably a little over a stock. It's a pace down spot against Miami, which isn't helpful. They're 10.5 point dogs, which isn't helpful. But if this game stays competitive, I think Kelly Oubre's hot shooting can be a reason that happened. In at number 3, we've got DeAnthony Melton. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 6K, projected for 32.5. The goal is 40, and he is in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. Now, that is a pace-up spot for Melton. Gains a little over 2 possessions per game. That's nice to see. 31 minutes here, starting now that there's no James Harden here. It's a little over a fantasy point per minute. 21% usage, 14.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.5 stocks. This is a guy that likes to get into the passing lanes. Between the MPE of point guard and shooting guard, reasonable price at 6K for a starter, and the pace up spot, Melton gets all the way to the number 3 hole. I'm happy to see him here. Wasn't able to crack the Maxis, however. Maxi number 1 comes in at the number 2 spot. That's Tyrese Maxey. Point guard eligible, 8,200, projected for 42. The goal is 51. He's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. Maxi just sees an increase of everything with no James Harden. Minutes, I got him in for 38. He could play upwards of 40 if this one's competitive. They're 1-point underdogs. It should be competitive. He's over a fantasy point per minute guy when he's able to be out on the floor with no James Harden. 30% usage, 26 real points, almost 6 assists, 4 boards. You get a steal, probably not a block, but half 50-50 shot at it. Look, Maxi's still underpriced for the role that he has with no James Harden. He dominates the basketball. If it's not in his hands, it might be in Joel Embiid's hands. There's probably not a lot of other hands to go around. I love the idea of getting to Maxey. You wish that he had more eligibility than just point guard, but it doesn't even matter. He's still number 2. He's also the number 2 Maxey. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description. Up to a $1,000 risk-free bet and 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. Your number 1 contender for today is Maxi Kleber. Power forward, center eligible, just 3,400, projected for 20. The goal is 27. He's in the optimal lineup 29% of the time. I gave Maxey 28 minutes. I think he's going to play a little bit more here. No Christian Wood. There's just more minutes to go around, and I expect Maxey to be the option if they're looking to close a little bit smaller, a little bit more stretch. I don't think it's going to be Powell, and if it's not going to be Powell or JaVale, then I think it's going to be Maxi Kleber. 28 minutes. 13% usage is not all that appealing. Almost 8 real points. Almost 6 boards. An assist. A stock and a half. It's a pace down spot against Washington, but I don't care. He's power forward center eligible in 3,400. If you need a pay down option, Maxi Kleber is your guy. That's why he's the #1 contender for today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, November 10th. FanDuel version's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. Back again, closing out the work week strong tomorrow with another edition of the Contenders.